Hi everyone, welcome to this channel. In this session, we are going to know about the generations of computer. What is a computer? What are the different generations of computer? And then what are the advantages and disadvantages of computer? In the previous session, you talked about the um, computer definition and characteristics of computer. Now you are going to know about the different generations of computer. Here you have a five generations of computer. The first generation, second generation, third generation, fourth generation, and fifth generation. What are the differences here? In the first generation, you will use the vacuum tubes for the computer. In the second generation, transistors are vacuum tubes are replaced with transistor. You are coming to the third generation, IC. You are using the IC, and then coming to the fourth generation, and then some advantages, features are there. You will discuss all features one by one. Here the first generation, the coming to the first generation, the range, the 1942 to 54, 55 to 64, second generation, and then 65 to 74. That means 75 to till now it is a fourth generation. The fifth generation still in progress. And then coming to the first generation, what is a first generation of computers? Here the computers are appears like this is a first generation of computers. The computer occupies the entire room. See the right side diagram, the first generation of computer. Here, what is the first generation of computer? The first generation of computers were used vacuum tubes. Here these are all vacuum tubes. The vacuum tubes as a main electronic parts. The main electronic parts are the vacuum tubes. Here included the in the computer included the vacuum tubes as the main parts. For memory, for storing the data, you will use a punched cards, paper tapes. Here you are using the memory. For memory, you are using the punched cards and paper tapes. The magnetic drums also used for storage. At the time, memory was very expensive. In the first generation of computer cases, the memory, that getting the memory nowadays, 1 TB memory you will get 5,000, uh, or I think 3,000, 4,000, 1 TB of memory. But olden days, memory is very expensive. The electronic time for calculation, zero point 0.1 million seconds to 1 million seconds. They will use the two types of programming languages only. Here, what are the program languages? One is a machine level language, other one is a assembly language. The machine level language includes the zeros and ones, and then assembly programming language. The assembly programming language uses a mnemonic codes. For example, for addition, the assembly programming language used as a add, mul, for multiplication, mul. That means like that some of these specific codes. But mission level language uses it zeros and ones. And then list of popular first generation computers. These are all some of the popular first generation computers. Here the characteristics of first generation computer, the size of the first generation computer. How can you represent? The already I told you, it occupies the room size. The size was equivalent to room size, very big size. Speed, slow speed, 100 instructions per second. Here it will calculate the 100 instructions, but nowadays millions of instructions per the second. The cost very high. The first generation of computer getting the very high. That means one already discussed, mission level language and then assembly language are the two important languages for the first generation computer. The reliability, how can you represent reliability? High failure rate, the failure of circuit for seconds. The power, high power consumption, and it generated much heat. That is a the characteristics of the first generation computer. The development, here which type of component you are using? Vacuum tubes are the main part of a computer. And then for memory you will use a magnetic drums. The secondary memory, magnetic drums and magnetic tapes. Here input media, punched cards. That means in place of keyboard, they will use a punched cards and paper tape. And then output media. Here the punched cards as well as the printed reports are the output. These are all are the some of the example for the first generation of computer. IBM 700 series like that. These are all first generation of computer. And then coming to the second generation of computer. Here in the second generation of computer, previously used what is the thing? Previously used vacuum tubes, but very costly and takes a more space. Here now in the second generation of computer, vacuum tubes are replaced with the transistors. Here you will use the transistor in a first generation of computer. Here for storage, for memory, magnetic tape same just like a previous first generation of computer uses a storage magnetic tapes as well as the magnetic disk. And then for programming purposes, now advanced concepts are there. High level language were used for programming purposes. Beside mission level language, assembly level language, you will use a high level programming language. What is a high level programming language? The high level programming language is a human understandable language. That means all instructions are in the are in English or Telugu, any human understandable language. For example, Fortran, COBOL, BASIC. Fortran is a programming language, and then COBOL is a business purpose language. Like that, they introduced in the second generation of computer some high level programming languages. Here, the characteristics of this computer: size, here smaller than the first generation of computer. That means compared to the first generation of computer, it is a smaller. Speed relatively faster than the first generation of computer. Here it takes a 1,000 instruction per second, but the first generation of computer, it takes the 100 instruction per second. Here it takes 1,000 instruction per the second. The cost lower than the first generation compared to the first generation only. Languages, here already discussed. Fortran is a one high level language, COBOL is a one business language, and similarly BASIC is a one type of language. Reliability, the reliability, how can you believe this one? Based on the failure. That means in the first generation of computer, every hour there get a failure, but here the failure of circuit for day, one day one failure. That means that's why it is reliable. That means power low, consumption of power. These are all are the characteristics of second generation of computer. Here the development, what are the components you are using? Transistor or the transistor is a main component of a second generation of computer. The main memory is a magnetic core, and secondary memory is a magnetic tape and magnetic disk. The input media, punched card, same. The first generation of computer uses a punched card. Similarly, here also the input to media is a punched card. Output media, punched cards as well as the printer report. These are all are the some of the example for the second generation of computer. IBM 7,000, CDC is 3,000 series, like that. You have a different examples. Okay, coming to the third generation of computer. What are the third generation of computer? In the second generation of computer, what you use component, use a component as a transistor. That the coming to the third generation of computer, the transistor is replaced with integrated circuit, integrated IC where you are using the IC. The transistor replaced with the IC. Mini computer were introduced in this generation, and then multi-programming facility was developed. Multiple, the size, cost, power requirement, and heat generation decreased. The high level language used in this generation, that means different high level language, the processing speed and storage capability used of computer increased. Here the size smaller than the second generation. That means how to comparing the second generation with the third generation. The disk size mini computer. Speed compared to the second generation, it's having high speed, million seconds. That means previous second generation 1,000 seconds. First generation 100 instructions, but here million instruction per second. The cost lower than the second computer. That means languages you are using Pascal, COBOL, and then C also introduced. C relatively, that means reliability relatively, the failure of circuit in a week. But the second generation, the failure of the circuit in a day, 100 days, the low power consumption. And then development, the component were used. I think you discussed that one. What which type of component used? Integrated circuit is a main component in the second generation computer. The primary memory is a magnetic core, and then secondary is memory is a magnetic tape and magnetic disk. That means input media, key to tape and key to disk. That means tape, key to tape. That means for giving the input. Output is a printed reports as well as the video display. They introduce new concept in the third generation. These are all are the some of the examples. IBM 307 series, like that CDC 7600 series. These are all some of the examples for the third generation of computer. Coming to the fourth generation. The fourth generation, the third generation computer used the ICs. The ICs. These are all integrated circuits. In the fourth generation of computer, the integrated circuits are replaced with which one? Integrated circuits replaced with the microprocessor. 8085 microprocessor, 8086 microprocessor, Intel. Like that, you have a microprocessor. That means software is user friendly in this case. The storage capability is high in the fourth generation of computer. These are all just like a fourth generation of computer. That means size, cost, power requirement, heat generation decreased in this case. Just like a this all the now also you are in the fourth generation of computer. The problem oriented fourth generation language is used. That means 4GL used to develop the program. That means the some of the characteristics for the fourth generation of computer, the size, typewriter size, micro computer, and then speed relatively fast compared to the third generation, tens of million instruction per second, and then the cost lower than the third generation. Languages are used here in this case C++, RPG, SQL, like that. The relatively failure of the circuit in a month, the low power consumption in a fourth generation, and then what are the components in this? The developments in the fourth generation of computer, the components. Microprocessor is a main component. Chip or VLSI, very large scale integrated. Here you will use a large scale integrated semiconductor circuit, that is called here microprocessor. Memory you are using for this one, RAM, random access memory, ROM, cache memory used as a primary memory. Secondary memory is a magnetic disk, floppy disk, optical disk, for example CD, DVD. These are all simple secondary memory. Input media. Nowadays, you will use a keyboard. Output video display, audio responses, printed reports. Video display as a monitor. Some of the example for this fourth generation of computer. These are all. And then coming to the fifth generation of computer. Here, what are the fifth generation of computer? In this generation of computer, artificial intelligence concept is adopted. You used the artificial intelligence concept. This is artificial intelligence. That means the computer itself can think. Computer itself can take a decision. The computer have an intelligence quality. The default assumption and decision making capabilities were existed for the computer. That is called here fifth generation of computer. This is still in progress. And then here this is a robot structure for the fifth generation of computer. Here using this concept, expert system, knowledge based system, decision support systems were developed. The robots are the common example of this type of system. The fifth for the fifth generation of computer. The right diagram shows a simple robot. It is a best example for the fifth generation of computer. Here in this computer, the intelligent as a mankind, it may be here understand work as a human being. In the fifth generation of computers, the computer can hear, can understand the words delivered by the human, and then can work with the human. Here, the research and development work are continued on the fifth generation of computer. Here, the size, credit card size, that means microcomputer. The speed, million instruction per second. Cost very lower than the first generation, second generation, third generation. And then languages used here Lisp, Prolog. Reliability is a failure for the year. The cost, the power is a low consumption. Similarly, component here is a ultra large scale integrated circuit. That means this is having the parallel processing capability. Memory is a optical disk and magnetic disk. The input is a speech input. That means you are talking some input, not a key from the. That means you are not giving the input from the keyboard. Output would either graphics displays, voice responses, some of the example for the this generation. These are all some of the references for this one. Okay, thank you.